Hey everyone, Alex Kirjanides here with BSM Vault. Welcome to another edition of our Video Tip of the Week series. Today's topic is number 33, and we're going to cover 10 keys to creating a work-life balance. This is a tough one because I get asked all the time, how do I balance being a husband, a father, running a company, serving clients, prospecting, growing as a person? And it's not easy. I'll start right there. It's not easy, it's difficult, but it's doable. Write this down. Always being in pursuit of perfection. Always being in pursuit of perfection. That's all we can do. We can pursue perfection. We're never going to be perfect, but we can make progress every single day. So I'm going to share with you guys 10 key strategies that I've implemented in my life that have helped me create more balance, and I'm always pursuing perfecting these key areas. Okay, so get out a pen and a paper. I'm not going to share my screen today. I'm just going to go off the cuff here and just going to share with you these ideas. There's 10 of them. All right, and then all you can do is write them down, study them, and then deploy and implement. Okay, so number one, numero uno, is attitude. Attitude is the one that we can control the most, right? It's the easiest, really, to be perfectly honest, to control what kind of attitude you have. People think it's difficult. It's really not. You control the attitude you have by what you plant in your head. A better attitude means a better day, a better week, better month, better life, period. Right? So I got here on my wall, every day in every way, I am becoming more successful. Just a little affirmation I say to myself. I read it right when I come into my office, right behind you. I'm in my WeWork office in Denver. It's right here on my wall. Every day in every way, I am becoming more successful, right? So in pursuit of perfection is what we want. Okay, I have a couple other stuff all over my walls here and my windows here, but that's just what I want. I want to have a great attitude as much as I can. Number two, keep a schedule. Keep a tight schedule. Like your version of your perfect work week at work will help here tremendously, right? Have a morning routine, have a night routine, right? Have a prospecting zone time, right? If you keep a schedule, it'll help create more balance in your life, because then you could put in there the blocks throughout the week of what you need to be doing for work, what time you need to be going home so you can be home for dinner with the wife and the kids or your significant other, or if you're single, what day of the week are you planning for yourself to go watch a movie and just relax and just do nothing. Okay, also write this down. You guys should plan your years in the end of October, so the beginning of November, right after Halloween, the first week of November is when I start planning for next year. I want to have my entire year, my targets, my goals for work, financially, my business, how much I want to grow and scale, my vacations I want to take, when I want to take them, everything I plan at the end of October. So right after Halloween, the first week of November, and I have about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks max to dial it in. So I'll do the first rough draft. I'll wait a few days. I'll update that rough draft. I'll wait a few days. I'll do this over probably 3 or 4 times with my wife. And then by Thanksgiving, that's my deadline to have it completed. Because then we can give thanks for everything that we have, right? When we're eating and we're amongst our friends and family. And then we have our goals and our targets already done. So we could review them the night we go to bed on Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving Eve. And now that whole 30 days before Christmas, we have everything that we need to set up right out of the gates fast in January. Okay, so number two is have a tight schedule. Incorporate your weekly activities for work, your weekly activities for your personal life, your monthly activities, and then schedule when you're going to plan for next year. I recommend that you guys do it the first week of November, right after Halloween and right before Thanksgiving. Number three, learn to say no. This was the toughest one for me to do, and I still have a hard time doing it because I'm a yes guy. I like to please people. My wife says I have a teddy bear heart, and I do. And I want to help as many people as I can, and I feel obligated to say yes most of the time. But I've been realizing that the more you say no, the more control you have of your schedule and your life. So learn to say no often, right? Be very selective of what you say yes to and you commit to. So number three is learn to say no. Number four, this is a cool one, have a list free time. Basically what that means is we're always putting down our to-do list and our priority list and our MITs, right? Our most important things list. It's okay to have a day in the week, right, where there's no lists, right? There's nothing you're writing down you have to do for the day. Just relax, just unplug, put the phone on airplane mode. Don't check emails, just chill, read a book, watch a movie, engage in your family, engage with your children, right? Engage with yourself. It's okay to do that. So have a list-free day or more than one day. Number 5, keep organized. Basically, to break it down, no clutter. The less clutter, the better. There's 3 components that I was taught this actually by a great friend, still a mentor of mine, Chuck Bauer. He taught me 3 areas that you want to have no clutter. You want to have no clutter on your desk, right? Just one file at a time if you're on the mortgage side, or one like application at a time, or one like thing at a time you're focusing on. So your desk clutter free, your closet clutter free, and your car clutter free. So there's 3 areas right there that you can like organize and keep it very clean and clutterless. Okay. Number 6, batching tasks together. This is a good one. I call them chunking. When I was in the mortgage business, I used to chunk a day where I used to be out in the field all day, like a milk route. And then that day I used to chunk all my coffee meetings in the morning. So I would be at a Starbucks, and then I would set up 3-4 coffee meetings back to back. And I would just stay there and chunk them up. And then in the afternoon, after lunch, I would do the same thing. Chunk your projects, chunk your tasks. You can do more things together when they're chunk and batch. Tony Robbins teaches this concept as well. It's a great concept that works tremendously well for me. So if you're prospecting and you're doing sales calls, or you gotta do presentations, or you're doing videos, right? I would chunk 2, 3, 4, 5 of them at the same time, right? Sales calls and videos, etc., etc. You guys get the idea, right? Chunk things up, it helps. Number 7, leave work at work. So when you get home, leave work at work. Shut it down. I do this now. It's not easy. Trust me. It took me a while to get comfortable with this, but I shut down myself. Well, I always have a silent cell phone these days. It works tremendously well. There's another idea. You guys got a bonus one right there. Put your phone on silent. Trust me, it works. Only make proactive outbound calls, whether you're prospecting or they're scheduled appointments. Okay, and then when you go home, when you're done with work, shut it down. Okay, I'm not saying you can't turn your cell phone back on, or turn it back on maybe when the wife goes to bed or the kids go to bed. I don't even recommend that anymore, but shut it down. And when you're at work, when you're at home, be at home. When you're at work, be at work, basically is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and try the silent office idea. It works tremendous. Chuck Bauer, thank you again. He's the one that taught me this years ago in the mortgage business. I use it today. My cell phone's on silent. You cannot get a hold of me unless you're in my calendar, or you're my wife, or I'm making proactive outbound calls, which are already scheduled in my calendar. Number 8, this is a fantastic one. I'm still using this. I teach this a lot. Have a morning and night routine. Your night routine sets up your morning routine. Your morning routine sets up your day and your life, right? Designate a time block in the morning. Get up at a certain time. Meditate, journal, look at your war plan, right? Set up your goals and targets for the day if they're not already set up. Go work out. Right, that's your morning routine. Your night routine, same thing. Shut off all electronics about an hour before you go to bed. Put your alarm clock in another room. Meditate a little bit. Do a recap of the day. Journal. Go to bed early. Boom. Number 9. This is an important one. Have a date night once a week. Have a date night once a week. If you're married, you have a significant other. If you're not, have a day date with yourself. Also, have a day date with your children. Once a week, put it in your calendar. It works wonders for relationships. It helps them grow and prosper. And number 10, last but not least, do a weekly recap of your week on Fridays. So I spend about an hour every Friday recapping Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What happened? How many leads did we get in? How many deals did we get in? How many clients did we serve? How's our assembly line? How's next month looking? How's next week looking, right? Do a recap 1 week at a time. That's it. That's all I have today. Short video, 10 key strategies to create a better work-life balance. Implement all of them. Share your ideas with me. Any comments, any questions, always reach out to me. Thanks for watching the video. Till next time, bye-bye for now.